Everybody's Christopher Small from Building a Law Firm. Today, I wanted to talk to you about something that I think we all think about. I definitely think about it. And that's how to stand out in a crowd of Me Too attorneys. And by the way, before we get going, if you really want to go in depth on this, if you want to see like behind the scenes, if you want the step-by-step, I don't know, if you want the Holy Grail, whatever you want to call it, I'm throwing a workshop, doing a workshop live, April 5th, Kansas City. If you want to get some more information on that, go to q2workshop.com. Okay, q2workshop.com. All right, yeah, that's that. It's gonna be great. But to sort of back up, I was having coffee with a financial planner today, and whenever I have coffees with financial planners, like he's trying to size me up and size up my business and see if he wants to send me referrals. And I'm cool with that. That's fine. Tell him all about how my business runs and about how good we are and blah, blah, blah. And then I get to ask him questions that I want to ask. And I always ask, like, hey, how's business, right? How do you get your business? How are you marketing? What's working for you? What's not? What do you love about your business? What do you hate? What are you good at? What do you suck at? I just like to talk about people's businesses. And, he was stating fact, actually. I was going to say he was crying about it, but he wasn't. He was just saying it was a fact that, it's very, very difficult for them to market. They're not allowed to create videos like this, for example. They're not allowed to get reviews. They're not allowed to talk about clients' stories very often. And that makes it super, super tough. And I was telling him how amazing it is that we get to do this kind of stuff because this is how we can help set ourselves apart from the crowd. But as I was thinking about it, in reality, very, very few of us law firm owners are actually taking the opportunity to do what I'm doing right now, which is the answer to the question, right? How do you separate yourself from a crowded Me Too attorney market? And the answer is quite simple, and that is that the way that you separate yourself is just to be yourself, to let everybody know who you are, what you stand for, what your philosophy is, why you started your law firm, why you chose your practice area, what's important to you, why you take care of clients, share client stories, share your sort of foibles and the things that make you different from everybody else. It's definitely not being aggressive or being experienced or shooting a commercial where you talk about how you're in favor of justice with a lot of B-roll that has your phone number on the bottom the whole time. Those kinds of things, they don't resonate with people because of two reasons, really. Reason number one is because everybody's doing that, right? Hey, Aaliyah, what's up? Reason number two is because it's not providing any value, right? What you have the opportunity to do, the way you set yourself apart is you create content like this. You create valuable content. You teach. You tell people things that when you're done with the video, they say to themselves, wow, that actually helped me. And they say a couple different things. A, I feel like a little bit of, I owe this attorney that just shared this helpful information with me. B, they're like, hey, I like this guy. I know him. I trust him. I can see him on video. He looks like a cool dude. He sounds like a cool dude. He's saying things that are helpful to me. I may want to go and check him out. I may want to go and hire him. And by creating content like this, by creating goodwill, and by letting people know that you can help them, then you're going to get more clients. You're going to set yourself apart from the crowd. You are not going to look like all the other attorneys. I can tell you from my experience in creating many, many, many videos, probably, well, at least 100, probably in the hundreds, that when people come to my office, they already know who I am. They already know what I sound like and what I look like. I can't tell you how many times I've met with somebody for the first time and they say, wow, you look just like you look in your videos. And by the way, that happened at the last workshop that I did in January, and that's the whole idea. And if you want to come to the new workshop where I talk about all the stuff in specifics, we take the whole day to sort of break this down and dissect it and show you the how-to, go to q2workshop.com. Okay, don't miss this out. It's a limited number of people that can get into this thing. q2workshop.com. Okay, but By doing these things and doing them consistently and doing them over time, you become known as this person, this specific person, this special person, this special attorney that is not like anybody else, that has their own style, that is an expert in what they do, and that everybody knows. All right? So the short answer is the way that you stand out from Me Too attorneys is to create content, create it consistently, create goodwill with that content by helping people out and sharing information that they actually want to hear. And by the way, a little ninja tip, okay? When you're creating this kind of content, you don't want to get it too much in the weeds. What you really, really want to think about is, if somebody is in a position where they need my help, what are the internal questions that they're asking themselves? What are the things that they are struggling with? What are the big questions that they have? And then you answer them. For example, I know that if you are watching this video, you are a law firm owner. And I also know that one of the struggles that we have as law firm owners, that I have too, is how do you stand out from the crowd, right? How do you demonstrate that you're different from everybody? And I know how frustrating that can be and how difficult it can be to describe those differences, right? To say like, I know I'm so different from these other people, but how do I say it in a way that resonates with people? Like, how do I do that? I know this because I've struggled with it for a long time, and I found a solution, and this is it, right? So create content, you do it consistently. By doing that, you're gonna create goodwill, right? People are gonna know you, they're gonna create a bond with you, they're gonna trust you, and then you make sure that you tell them how they can get in touch with you, like what the next step is. And when you do that over and over and over again, and then put this out to the world, the clients are gonna come running, and they're gonna be excited to talk to you, they're gonna be excited to see you, and you are going to become known as the person in your, at least in your region, right? At least locally if you want, as the person in your industry that to work with. And that's just because everybody's gonna know why and how you're different from everybody else. All right? So to wrap this up, once again, if you wanna know more about this, if you want a deep dive, if you wanna see sort of how the sausage is made on the back end, I'm hosting a workshop live April 5th, Kansas City. There are 18 spots left right now. You can go to q2workshop.com. If you want to get some more information, sort of raise your hand and say, I think I might be interested in going. If you do that, I'm going to send out an email to everybody on Friday, March 1st, with details, and you'll have an opportunity to sort of sign up and say yes, and get some other really cool stuff, and come and hang out with me and 24 other cool law firm owners for the day, and probably change the course of your practice. So that's it. Yep. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. If you have questions or comments, please leave them. You know, if you know somebody that needs to hear this, share it. Otherwise, as always, thank you if you made it this far for listening and watching. And I hope this helped. And I hope you take this information and go out and start creating some content. Just turn Facebook Live on, hit the go button, and teach somebody something about what you do. All right? That's it. Have a great day, and I'll see you later.